Right now I'm going to make a quick little video to explain a little bit of our mentality behind knife fighting. I have Holden here. He's here on some dog training, but I'm going to take advantage of the situation and use him. He's never done knife fight training or anything like that. I'm just using him as a demonstration. So in knife fighting, our goal is to attack what's attacking us, overlap your attacks until you can get to the leg. The leg is one of the most overlooked things ever. So to demonstrate this, I'm not going to go over a full class on how to knife fight or anything like that, but I'm just going to show you a typical Hollywood angle one defense. So angle one, he comes in, he's coming at me, defang the snake. In our classes, we start off with not using this hand. We just get in the habit of fading out, getting off the X and slicing the wrist. For the problem with the camera being stationary, it can't really follow, so we're going to be stationary, so just keep that in mind. So he comes in with angle one, I'm going to fade back, slice that wrist. If I slice it and he drops the blade, perfect. I win, I can run, he's probably going to freak out and go to the hospital. If not, I'm going to overlap. So step one is victimize the attacker, turn them from that offensive mentality to becoming defensive. So he comes in, angle one, okay? Now we're going to engage our non-aggressive hand, and you can do one or two things. You can pass or check. We'll start off with the pass. I'm going to push his hand into the blade. Switch around. So he comes in, I'm going to push into the blade, slice his wrist. Simple, pretty simple. I don't want to try to catch it or anything. I just want to pass it into the blade to create that pressure cut even deeper. So he comes with that angle one, bam, right there. Notice how my blade is automatically turned to him. What I say earlier, that's going to turn into that angle cut. So the next step would be overlap your attacks. You want to overlap your attacks in a rhythmatic situation, so that way he can't re-engage you. Like if I'm a boxer and I come in and I'm hitting him with my left hook every time, eventually he's going to realize I'm coming with the left hook, and then he's going to block and come in and dominate me. But if I come in with a couple punches to the face, kick him, and then knee him, he doesn't know what attack that's going to come next, so he can't adapt to that and he can't block that. Same thing with knife fighting. So angle one, he comes in, I come here, I'm already chambered. That's perfect shot for that tricep. I'm going to slice that tricep, and notice how immediately I trap the elbow. That's going to cause him to not be able to come back anyway. So angle one, overlap the attack, and then from here I can choose what side of his leg I want to cut. So I'm here, hey man, whatever, he comes with that angle one, 1, 2, 3. And it clears me to run to safety. Now with the next step, we can check that if we want to. So when he comes in, I'm going to check. Whenever I check, I want to check with the back of the arm and hit. As soon as I do this, I want to roll over and trap. This is where that hand trapping really comes in handy. So I'm going to hit and trap. Hit and trap. The reason I don't want to try to come in and trap automatically is I only have 1/3 of a chance to be faster than him. If he's faster than me, I miss and he just sliced me. If I'm slower, or if he's slower, I got it. But there's going to be a chance that we're both the same speed. So instead, I'm going to use my whole forearm instead of just my palm to block. Immediately trap. Okay, this will come in handy here in a second. So same thing, he comes in, I hear, slice his wrist. So one. From here, I love to go in the armpit. So here, armpit. That's going to cause that dysfunction to where he's going to lean back. I know this, that's going to create room for this. If he's still leaning into me and I try to push, I might cut my own belly open. So if I get that really good stab up in the armpit, it's going to cause dysfunction to create a little bit more room for that pass. So 1, 2. When I parry this, I'm pushing his bicep right into my blade. If I come a cut out, I'm naturally going to hit that bicep on the way out. So 1, 2, 3. Once again, that tricep's there, might as well take it. Back up here, I'm open for that leg shot again. So real quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm gone to safety. So, not really breaking down on how to do all this, I just want to show you the effectiveness it has by incorporating the 3 principles. Victimize, overlap, and mobilize. If you can keep that in your mind and incorporate that in your training, then you're going to have that advantage to stop any fight. Come in here. very important cuts in a matter of seconds. Now, if they don't know what they're doing, this is going to be an awesome thing. That's just to let you know that it's not the typical, knife fighting classes that you see where they just come in and sling and you do all these fancy slashes and dices go for the throat. You want to immobilize them. So you got the pass, you got the check. You got the pass with the tricep, you got the check, armpit, bicep, tricep, and then you want to immobilize them. So here, 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 there. And that clears me to run. So even in our core combatives knife fighting section, it still has its 3 fundamentals as a street fighting. So that's just something to get your mind going a little bit. But go ahead and practice this drill a little bit. Try the parry, slice the wrist, tricep, take out the leg. All right? Check, slice, armpit, tricep, leg. And it's real quick, it's real simple. It's not that pretty, and eventually you'll want to get your footwork into it. That's just to give you an idea of our mentality to knife fighting.